Hello. Alright. I started the uploading process for episode 7. This is episode 8. Welcome. And this is going to be the last day on Charlie for now, at least with this recording session, before we end up going to our technical third character. It's a little weird to say that Charlie is in our third character. Charlie is our fourth. Our third character we didn't get to play because I didn't have them set up. But we will. And we're probably going to regret having this fourth character since it's kind of obnoxious. The texture pack. I couldn't find a better texture pack because I tried searching for like I got an all white texture pack which works, but it's kind of all over the place. It's like gonna be like blinding. I mean, they are blind, but I'm gonna feel like I'm getting blinded by how bright all the way is. I'm not gonna have a proper way to see at all. Like, I might as well be blindfolded, but nah, it's still like better than being blindfolded, but man, is it going to be rough playing that character, because not only are they blind, but they're also sluggish, and they avoid fire. So we can't cook anything period. So we gotta like eat either raw meat or we gotta be a vegetarian of some sort. And then also, because they're sluggish, we can't be taking any fights at all, because I'm not gonna be able to turn around to like deal with it. And then, because they're blind, it's also going to be harder for us to find anything. So really our only options for like a job that they can do is fishing or farming. It's going to be really hard though. Oh man, they're basically going to be alone too, because we can't have fire. Fire bad. Man, why did all the characters have to be so antisocial? It's kind of weird to say antisocial when there is nobody else other than me to interact with. It's still nice to pretend that there's someone there. That someone exists in this world besides yourself. But so far, every character has not cared about being near anyone else. The fourth character we already got a name for. Their name is Hoid. It's based off of a thing in the audiobook. I believe I linked the audiobook in episode 2. The audiobook is of Elantris. The Hoid are these... You can't even really call them human anymore. They're living corpses. And because they're living corpses, they don't heal from any of their injuries, which is why they're called the Hoid. Or not why they're called the Hoid, but that's what they are called. How do you... There There we go. That's how you do it. But the Hoid are the people who couldn't heal any of their injuries at all. And they got injured so much that all they feel is pain. All they know is pain. Right? They spend their days screaming or whimpering in a corner or something. It was just the first thing I thought of to name this fourth character, or third character, because they're kind of pitiful. They're pitiful in a way that makes me sorry for their existence, considering as every other person's, like, domain expands, we're gonna have torches lighting up all over the place. But poor Hoid is gonna fear them. Maybe they can't see them. I think as long as they can't really see the torches, then they're fine. No phantoms yet. Really surprised by that. At a certain point in time, I'm gonna have to be worried about phantoms. Where's all my food? Personnel. No touchy. Cool. Okay, we got some chicken. What else can we do? It's nighttime. But Hoid will run out of area to live in, because every place will be lit up. There'll be furnaces going constantly. Hoid's gonna be a stressful character. I was kind of hoping, well, I mean, like, when I was rolling for characters, I should say, I was hoping for a relaxing character. Fuck! Cool. We're just gonna go right back to our home. I also figured out how to handle light or dark fearing for Prospector. They have to be, the rule for that is that they have to be within line of sight of like a torch at all times, because they fear the dark that much. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna mine, because I got some torches. When we start up Hoid, we'll be able to actually see episode 6 before I start recording. So that means I'll be able to tell if my voice is too loud, too quiet still, or good enough. So Hoid will probably also have a little thing explaining that. Oh, perfect. We're starting to hit deep slate. The good thing about Hoid is that they're not going to be a good miner. So we're going to have a very interesting dilemma when it comes to making a house for Howeed, since they got to be able to identify their house too. That's the hard part. I guess something we can do is use footsteps to kind of know where we're at, but that's gonna be hard. We're probably only gonna do one episode of Howeed and then an episode of a new character or something. Just so that way we can properly get Howeed acquainted first. How are we gonna tell them that they're blind, though? If the only way that characters will know each other is through signs, Howeed can't even, like, do that. It's gonna suck for Howeed. I'm actually already feeling bad for their existence. And mean for them to be suffering, essentially, due to... I'm feeling guilty for a character that I'm going to be playing as that character. And it's not even that I feel bad for, like, myself, what I'm going to be going through. I feel bad for the like, like, canon aspects of it, where they are alone in this world. They got no help. No way to really show that they can survive. Because no one knows that they're even exist. Because they can't show that they exist. I mean, people will probably know a little bit that they exist, but not by much. They'll be able to see that Howeed can mine, or build a little bit, mine a little bit. You don't even gotta wait for them to, like, fish or do anything. They're probably gonna have to mine trees with their bare hands for a while. Then we kill a spider and get some silk for them to fish. Who knows how hard fishing is gonna be. Hey, this isn't Howeed's episode yet. This is Charlie's. Charlie's not doing anything interesting. Think about now. It should be close to day. I have an impeccable sense of when is day and night. That's a lie, but I'm pretty sure it's day. We've been mining for long enough. Perfect. I was right. Alright, let's go find that buried treasure. I think it's been long enough stalling on that. Charlie is anxious for his treasure. What would Charlie treasure? We don't quite know what how Charlie feels. We barely even know Charlie. It's only been 3 episodes. 3? No, it's been 4, right? 6, 7, 8, yeah. And then also, it was 4... No, was it 4 also? I know it was 5, 6, 7, 8 at least. Things are going to be confusing at a certain point. The easy thing to remember is that they have been around in more episodes than Prometheus. It's an obligatory Prometheus mention. And if you don't know who Prometheus is, I wouldn't blame you. If this is like your first episode of this, in which case you don't even know anything that's going on. I mean, I guess that means you gotta watch previous episodes to understand what's going on. But you don't have to. I can explain a bit right now. Maybe I'd explain, it's better for me to explain whenever we do another character. That would make more sense, because odds are I'd end up changing the titles to be like character number whatever, like created. It's funny to imagine that this character, Charlie, is character number 4. Where the fuck is my buried treasure? I'm gonna get really pissed if I dig out this entire area and I have no treasure. Because what am I gonna use this pit for? Charlie doesn't like heights. I think Charlie only tolerates this because it's not really that far down. But I still gotta be careful in case Charlie does fall. If Charlie falls, something bad's gonna happen. I guess I can bring up that topic now. Curses. I've been thinking about having curses be in this, like, world. Some kind of bad thing to happen to people. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking maybe I go on like a, what is it? Call of Cthulhu type, I go with the Call of Cthulhu type of thing, where there's a bout of madness that happen. Where if a character ends up doing something that they don't like, or if something bad, like something scary happens. Specifically scary as in like it pokes and prods at their fear, then they suffer a bit of sanity loss of some sort. And then if they lose too much sanity, well, if they lose all of their insanity, then they die of insanity. Something bad happens there, I guess. But more so if they end up experiencing something that would drive them insane, or give them a penalty to their sanity, then they suffer a bout of madness. And with that, they get a curse of some sort, or if they do something bad in the world. I don't know what bad means in this world yet, but there's gotta be a sense of good and bad, right? I mean, there doesn't have to be. But I have alluded to the idea that there are gods in this world. With God-fearing trait and deity trait. Gonna name the dog that we got Chester. I don't know, something about it just feels like a Chester to me. Maybe it's the thought that I want a chest so bad, we're just gonna name him Chester. But I don't know. Kind of sucks that we're spending our final day as well, not final day, but final day for at least right now, as Charlie digging a fucking hole. Because this, I really thought, come on, we're literally right on the buried treasure. It's not within that area. Sucks. They're gonna end up removing this entire fucking thing. Be right there, Chester. I'm gonna put those back there. And alright. We got some more shovels to dig. I mean, if there aren't any phantoms again tonight, then we can just dig. It's probably dangerous to dig, though. Would suck if Charlie just died here. And I guess this is usually more than a normal person from back then would be alive for. Yeah, we gotta name the dog Chester using that sign, our final sign. We'll expand the outside here a bit more. Who knows what Charlie's gonna do with this. We also still gotta come up with a name for the prospector. And also come up with a lot of other things involving, like, what we do with curses, lore of why people are here in the first place. Mysteries of life. Phantoms don't do that much, right? We could also just ignore the phantoms, which kind of sucks. But, you know, as long as we can get this fucking buried treasure. I think it would be worth it. Little bit of damage. As long as it's not too much damage. Right? I should go torch up this area here, just so that way nothing spawns on me. This area is off limits to Howeed. Poor Howeed. Howeed the Miserable. Please tell me that you're not here because of some fandom or whatever. I really hope that this doesn't become a fandom. I've kind of grown to like the idea of no one seeing these videos in a way. It's cathartic. I mean, nobody's gonna see them for a good while at least. I know no one has seen them yet. But that could change at any moment. All it takes is like one person to be slightly interested. And see what's up. But I kind of doubt it, because it's so far nothing special has happened. The only thing special that has happened is explaining the concept of this series, in which case someone can just take it and make a better version of it, which would suck. But as long as I keep these videos up, someone will be able to point out that I did it first, I guess. Not that I care about like that. I know I sound like a fucking loser saying that. Like, oh yeah, not that I care after I bring it up, but it's like, that's just how my brain works. I just thought of that, and it's like, it's not because I care if someone steals it. It's that I care that it gets acknowledged, I guess, at all. You know? Or if it gets acknowledged. Like the what if situation. The what if isn't from paranoia, but curiosity. My mind just kind of comes up with stuff. There could be envy in there too. I'm not sure myself about that. I mean, it's fine to be a little envious of like, hey, I did this first. And then someone saw the joke and said it louder. But like, I guess I'm happy that I just did it at all. You know, that it exists at all. Because I just decided to start doing this on a whim. Because I was bored. Now I have videos I'm starting to stockpile videos for future dates, so that way I can take some days off from Minecraft. Hopefully that's what I can do, is get enough videos in the 2-week Minecraft phase part where I can upload it over the course of, I don't know, a month maybe? A month is hopeful. Damn, where are those phantoms? I was kind of hoping it would be harder for like... Damn, though. Okay. Well, it's manual labor time, so... I guess I could talk about my final topic I have written on my pen and paper, which is how surreal it is to see myself in a video. It's weird, because I don't even recognize, like, my own voice. That shows you how much I really listen to myself. I've said it before, but I usually spend my days by myself. Like, when it's just me, I don't talk to myself. This is a new experience. I'm talking and I'm listening to what I say. It's weird. Because when I talk, I'm talking like there's someone there, I guess. Or I try to pretend that there's someone there. I know that there's not someone there. I gotta pretend. And then when I was listening to my own videos of this series, 1, I couldn't fucking hear myself. 2, when I could hear, just didn't, like, I was able to kind of picture myself as someone else. I was very much in YouTuber mode. I was able to not lump the voice I was hearing with my own thoughts and actions. So it was kind of like weird in that way. Riveting commentary, I know, but that's all I can really say about it, is that it was surreal. Because I knew it was me talking. But at the same time, it was very much like I was listening to commentary YouTuber almost. I was able to remove myself from myself. And I think that's the part that makes it so weird, where I don't even recognize my own voice enough to where my brain was like, that's a stranger talking. I should listen, and not, oh, it's me talking. I've had that issue with my own face before, too. How I don't recognize my face in the mirror. Not in a bad way, but, like, I genuinely just don't look in the mirror all that often. I don't care about how I look. So, when I look in the mirror sometimes, I get surprised by who I see. Because I've come to, like, associate myself not with what I see, not like my physical body, but I kind of associate, fuck yes, what I look like with everybody else. I remember saying this to someone before, that when the act of talking to a person is as much of you as it is them, right? Like, that's a weird way of phrasing it, but, like, when you are talking to a person, that conversation is you. That conversation cannot exist without you being there, which means it is you. All the words you say to a person, all the responses you get back to them, it is a version of you, and it's a version of them. Right? I know I'm just rambling, but it's kind of like, I gotta explain it like that, because that's how I see myself now. Also, man, I need to get a water bottle. I've been yapping too much. I need to drink a bit of water. But that conversation is you in that situation, in that way. The conversation itself is you. It's them as well. Which means that they are also you, right? They're bouncing off of you. They're acting in a specific way because you said something in a specific way. And you bounce off of that. It's kind of like when you think, when you yourself are thinking, and you bounce an idea back and forth in your own head. It's like that. But like external, right? And that's kind of how I've seen myself. I kind of see myself as the people I talk to. So when I look at myself, I don't recognize it since I don't talk to myself in like the mirror. Maybe I should do that. And the same goes with seeing my own video here. I don't hear my own voice enough. Because when I'm talking to someone else, obviously I'm probing to see what they're gonna say next. I'm focusing on what they're reacting to. So, in that way I am them, and they are me. I don't need to keep digging this hole, but I feel like it's kind of... It would be a disservice to stop now. We'll stop when it's done. I also don't know how loud I am being. Still. I'm trying to talk a bit quietly, but I'm also not afraid to just speak normal at this current moment, because everybody is asleep. And it's about to be... Oh, what? When did I... There we go. This has been out of full screen for the entire time. Well. Anyways. That's that hole. And we gotta stay away from the edge now, because Charlie is afraid of heights. Did I take fall damage at all? I gotta make sure I didn't at some point. I also gotta figure out what I'm gonna put in the description of this video. Maybe I'll leave it until I watch this video. I gotta double check if I mentioned anything that's worth putting in the description. That is a lot of sand. Perfect, okay. Charlie has a fantastic house. And we'll be putting some of this stuff away now, because we don't need that. But we can go mining until the end of the episode. Which means that, I mean, I think you can go and, like, leave about now, but I don't know. There's still 10 minutes left. So, There's something that's probably going to happen within 10 minutes and, like, some conversation. Otherwise, you'd just be staying for the good night. I kind of like that part of this series now, saying goodnight to who could be watching. Charlie's map. It's kind of neat that Charlie has a map. That's a identifiable aspect of Charlie. Also, Charlie's got emeralds. Wait, is that Wandering Trader still around? No. Damn. Charlie is also got some bank. We're gonna keep this in... Oh, wait, this is also a personal chest. What am I talking about? What did I didn't know I could press that button for that. But we'll put that there. What are these ones? Water breathing potions. Nice. Okay. Let's make a bunch of torches. Kind of redundant doing that now that this is gonna be the point where we stop off with Charlie for a bit, but you know, it's like good to have him. It's kind of weird how there weren't any phantoms at all. We went an entire round with Charlie without having any phantoms. I swear that phantoms started at like 3 days with no sleep. Right? I don't know. Something's gotta be off with the phantoms. And there's still 9 more minutes of this. I guess that it was kind of early saying to some of those people who probably did leave, if there are people watching at all, I gotta start acting like there's nobody here. Because that's more like what it is. In a way, that is kind of what I'm doing. I'm talking to myself. My future self listening to this. Hello, future Izzy. Wait, where's... shit. Where's the copper? Here's the copper. Oh wait, actually I can make an iron pickaxe finally. Okay. We'll make another copper pickaxe too. Before we put this back. Charlie has not been doing enough butchering. Because I've spent too much time getting that treasure. It's a shame Howeed is gonna be such a miserable character. Because they could have been an adventurer. Maybe. Ooh, redstone. I think I need iron pickaxe to mine one. Yep. Wait. If... Alright. That might be hope for Howeed, almost. Wait, no, what am I talking about? It's a redstone torch. Never mind. Howeed is going to fucking suck. Because I was about to say Hoid could have an actual light source. And not, like, hide in a cave or something. Turns out, no. That's not gonna happen. I should also maybe, well, I gotta test out how it is with Hoid. Because Hoid might not even need light, because they are blind. It's just dangerous for them not to have light. Is that the sky? I think that's the sky. But I guess I could get a Fulbright, like, resource pack for Hoid, so that way, like, we can see everything. No shadows, no nothing. Because that would make more sense for a deaf person. We don't get to see any texture, we just get to see, like, depth, I guess. Barely even depth. I don't even really know what to call that. That's not really blindness, though. Okay, now is the point of the video where there's only 5 minutes left. I'm not gonna be saying much else. In fact, we should probably head back up those stairs, so that way we could put Charlie in their bed. Maybe that could be the rule with Insomniac characters, where we can't... No, that's too easy, because that just means we swap characters over and over again for them. But I think we can let Charlie sleep, maybe. Charlie doesn't need to sleep. But we'll sleep to make sure that Hoey doesn't start off with phantoms, since this is still the same, like, player character, you know? Okay. Let's go up. There are 4 minutes left in the video. You know, it sounds like I'm counting down the time for it to end, like I'm impatient, but it's more so I don't want to miss it. Alright, we're not going up just yet. I knew the ceiling was low. I messed up the ceiling. I wonder how Hoid is going to play. It's going to be really weird. And then our 5th character is going to be kind of interesting too. I added a bit more traits. I'm also reworking some of the traits that I wrote down because they were kind of like weak sauce or not thought out properly. But there are also some newer things that I can do because I realized I can edit attributes. Something sounded louder than normal. I'm also, I guess, paranoid right now. Because it's close to the end of the episode. And it's late at night. And we're in a cave. Or not a cave, but we're deep underground. God, if I had a horror mod installed with this, I would not be doing this series at night. Oh, I didn't even have any food for Charlie. Sorry for starving you. It's kind of weird apologizing to someone that I'm playing as, because I guess it's weird the way it works, because I guess I'm not always them. A lot of things, we don't need to get into semantics about what is and isn't happening. What we do get to say, or what we do get to speak about, is saying goodnight. And as it gets to the final minute, oh wait, that's right, we'll take off this shield and put this here. Boom. We got their personal belongings, and it's the final minute. I am going to set a poed, and I will be saying goodnight now. Good night.